Everyone, John Henderson here, back again, another beer ramble, and today we're looking at Dog Tag Brewing Legacy Lager. I'll give you some info on this beer, and I think this is a good cause that many of you will support. Anyway, it is an American Pale Lager, 5% ABV. Has not been scored on Beer Advocate, nor has it been scored on Rate Beer. Rate Beer has scored it. I think they gave it a 41 score overall. This beer has not been looked at on, I mentioned Beer Advocate or the Alston brothers, the Bros, have not scored this. It is a beer that is of good mention, brewed by Pabst. I gave you some information on that later. Brewed with premium quality 2-roll pale malts, Magnum and Saaz or Saaz yeast, Saaz hops, and American lager yeast. So, got my beer glass right over here. Take a look what the beer looks like. Nice yellow colors. You can see I had this in the refrigerator for a little while now. Paid $1.75 for a 16-ounce can at the Circle K. I was at lunch today and I saw it and I picked it up. I said, I've never seen this before. I think I'll try it. So, as you can see what the beer looks like. Dog Tag Brewing Company. They make two other beers, an IPA as well as this is their legacy lager, and another lager. So, looks nice. Nice little head up top. Scent. Definitely getting smelling some of that yeast right now. It is malty a little bit, very much so. Ain't bad, not terrible. Yeah, it's a nice scent. Down to the taste. Contract brewed by Pabst, as I mentioned. A little sweetness and definitely taste some of those hops in there. Magnum hops. I'm definitely getting some of that. Definitely getting some yeast in this right here. This isn't bad. Hold on. This isn't bad at all. This is a pretty decent beer, folks. You know, $1.75 for a can. Like I said, saw it in Mobile at the Circle K in Mobile today, and I was like, all right, I had to buy it, and I'm sure the distribution and looking at the website, that seems to be, pretty much everywhere now. Well, starting to get everywhere. I'm trying to say maybe this beer probably came out maybe late 2016. If I'm seeing this for the first time, I'm looking at the date on this can here. Well, one thing I will know, it is not endorsed by anyone from the United States Marine Corps. They do not endorse or involve in this, but they do support the cause. But they're not behind in terms of the brewery and trying to make a profit out of this. Anyway, so here's the story on this beer. Company that's in partner Dog Tag Brewery has an agreement with Pabst Blue Ribbon to make this beer. Dog Tag Brewing also have an agreement with Minhas. Yes, Minhas, the makers of the wonderful Kirkland's, or no, that's Regal Brow, Kirkland Signature Light. But Minhas, as many know who watch some videos of other folks don't get really a good reputation, but Magnum and Saaz has a contract agreement with them, Dog Tag Brewing, to produce an IPA, which is at 7.1%, and their lager, which is at 5.5%, which is a lager and legacy lager, 5%. I don't know, but anyway. But the company was founded as a way to support military families, Gold Star families who've lost soldiers during in combat, whether overseas or here. And 100% of the profits of this beer goes towards, towards supporting those families. So I think that's just an amazing thing, amazing cause these folks that this company has done. And also, you notice on the back of the can, they'll mention the name of the soldier who had passed, their birth date, as well as when they gave their, lost their life, defending this great nation that we love so much, the United States. As much as we want to criticize it, and believe me, I've been one to criticize it as well. It is, as Steve Harvey once said during his comedy special, you're not going to get a better deal anyplace else in the world. So, meaning here, than if you lived overseas, this place or that place. But, that was years ago when he did that stand-up special. But you're not going to get a better deal. And he's right. It is the greatest country in the world. And, and, but this is just an amazing cause what they've done. So anyway, they sold the clips, but yeah. So an agreement with Pabst, and so far this is not bad. This is not a terrible beer at all. I mean, definitely the hops are there. You taste taste a lot of the um, some of the yeast in this beer. I mean, it's really obviously extra cold. You got to have this, and I said I had this in the freezer for a while now, but this is a really, really, really good beer, and nothing that can't really talk down about. I mean, and for the cause too. I mean, I'm all behind it, and like I said, hopefully, a couple places I've seen, some of the sites I've seen, people have put messages on Rate Beer, and even on Beer Advocate has mentioned that this beer is available at Total Wine Market, and maybe you'll come to a grocery store near you, or maybe a World Market or whatever. Maybe it'll be coming there soon, but I mean, this is something that I could support. Now, I haven't tried the other two beers yet that they brew or have contracted brew, the IPA or the lager. But I'm sure, again, they probably tell them, hey, let's, and I'm sure the families who are also involved in this, and I'm sure, the brewmaster said, let's not look, these folks, these men and women dedicate their lives to this country, and let's try to show some respect. Just like with the Rockdale Lights and some of the other beers that have been brewed that for these stores or whatnot. I'm sure these folks who you know, and whatnot told them to listen. They have their names on it. Look, let's make sure we're not giving them crap. Let's make sure we're giving them some good stuff, not trash, and that they're getting their money's worth and their bang for the buck, and they can say, hey, we can really buy this beer again and again and again and again for the cause, folks. Why not support the troops? I mean, they give their lives to us, so I can do what I'm doing right now. I mean, just I can sit here in this home and I can talk to you, talk about beer, and not coming in and infiltrating my internet or watching what I'm doing. I mean, they're protecting our freedoms, and so let's support this beer. I'm 100% behind this, and the beer is quite good for American Pale Lager. Nothing negative about this at all. I'm gonna get us an 8.5. That's about a B plus, so I think that's a fair score for this pale lager. Really good, very refreshing, very enjoyable. 5%. You can't go wrong with it at all. Just really on the spot. So if you've had it, if you've seen it, if you've tried it, the Dog Tag Legacy Lager, go out there and buy it. And I mean, go and buy it and support this organization. If you've had it, you think it deserves a good score or a fair score, whichever, let me know. Tell me what you think and leave your statement in the comments on the bottom. I am John Henderson Pierre, the Beer Ramble, saying keep on watching. And as always, cheers. Support the troops, people.